If you want to score CLB 9, 10, or even 12 in the survey task in CELPIP writing, knowing the most common topics is absolutely crucial. Here's why. When you walk into the test already familiar with the topic, you can focus entirely on demonstrating advanced vocabulary and complex grammar. These are the skills that separate CLB 7 candidates from CLB 10 plus candidates. But if you encounter an unfamiliar topic, you'll waste precious time just figuring out what to say, and your language will suffer. The good news is that certain themes appear again and again on the test. High-scoring candidates prepare for these topics in advance. They prepare advanced vocabulary and grammar they can use instantly in the test. This is how we help CELPIP students prepare strategically through our online courses. They get ready-to-use templates and vocabulary lists that show them exactly how to upgrade their vocabulary and use it effectively. With clear steps and smart preparation, they turn confusion into confidence. In this video, we'll explore the 10 most common writing tasks to survey topics, and you'll get high-scoring vocabulary and grammar for each one. By the end, you'll know exactly what to expect and how to tackle each theme successfully. And now, let's get started. Topic number 1 is the vacation time versus work or training debate. This is one of the most frequently tested topics in CELPIP Writing Task 2. Your workplace might ask whether employees should keep their full vacation days or use some vacation time for professional development activities like job training. For vocabulary, learn expressions like work-life balance, professional development, recharge, burnout prevention, and skill enhancement. Instead of writing "I need rest," use more sophisticated alternatives. For example, adequate recuperation is essential for maintaining peak performance, or employees require sufficient downtime to preserve their well-being. Replace "training is good" with "professional development opportunities yield substantial long-term benefits." Another effective technique is using passive voice appropriately. For instance, employees who are afforded genuine rest periods have been shown to demonstrate greater loyalty and engagement upon returning to work. To showcase your grammar range, use conditional sentences to present your argument. For example, if employees are denied adequate rest periods, their motivation and creativity will inevitably decline. You can also demonstrate complex structures with concession clauses like this. Although job training offers valuable skills, the psychological benefits of uninterrupted vacation time far outweigh any short-term professional gains. Topic number 2 is the work schedule changes survey. In this type of question, your employer is asking whether staff prefer flexible hours versus a fixed schedule, a compressed work week versus traditional hours, or an earlier start time versus a later finish time. Essential vocabulary includes flexibility, autonomy, commute, peak productivity hours, work-life integration, and operational efficiency. Don't write "I like flexible hours." Instead, use more professional alternatives like "I strongly advocate for schedule flexibility," or "adaptable working arrangements would significantly benefit the workforce." Replace "fixed hours are better" with "structured schedules promote consistency and team coordination." For grammar, use modal verbs to express preference and possibility. For instance, flexible scheduling could substantially reduce employee stress while simultaneously improving retention rates. Further, use result clauses to strengthen your argument. The commute during rush hour is so time-consuming that an adjusted start time would save employees considerable travel time. You can also use purpose clauses effectively. For example, in order to accommodate diverse personal circumstances, the company should consider implementing flexible working arrangements. The next topic is the work location or work arrangement survey. Your company might ask whether employees prefer working from home versus office work, hybrid arrangements versus fully in-person schedules, or shared workspaces versus private offices. Key vocabulary includes remote work, collaboration, commuting costs, workplace culture, productivity, and in-person interaction. Instead of writing "working from home is easier," use more precise alternatives like "remote work arrangements enhance efficiency." Replace "the office is better for teamwork" with "in-person interaction strengthens professional relationships." To showcase your grammar, use present perfect tenses to discuss trends. For instance, research has consistently demonstrated that hybrid models offer the optimal balance between flexibility and collaboration. Additionally, relative clauses make your writing more advanced. Private offices, which provide a distraction-free environment, enable employees to concentrate on complex projects requiring deep focus. You can also use conditional sentences to explore scenarios. If employees were given the option to work remotely 2 days per week, job satisfaction would likely increase substantially. Topic number 4 is the company events and team activities survey. These questions usually ask whether the company should organize team building events or whether social activities should occur during work hours or after work. They might also ask how the budget should be allocated between social events and professional development. Essential vocabulary includes team cohesion, workplace culture, employee engagement, and networking opportunities. Instead of saying "team events are fun," you should use more sophisticated alternatives like "team building activities foster meaningful connections." Further, don't write "I don't want events after work." Instead, use "after-hours commitments disproportionately burden employees with family responsibilities." For grammar, use contrast connectors effectively. While allocating budget to professional development offers skill improvements, investing in team events yields invaluable interpersonal benefits that cannot be measured in the same way. You can also use quantifiers and hedging language appropriately. The majority of employees would likely benefit from occasional team-building opportunities during regular working hours. If you want more high-scoring CELPIP vocabulary and templates, click the link below to check out our CELPIP packages. Our templates and vocabulary sheets can help you write faster, sound more natural, and impress the CELPIP examiners, so you can get the scores you need and achieve your immigration goals. Next up is the training format and professional development survey. Your company might ask whether employees prefer online training versus in-person training, or internal training versus external courses. Learn vocabulary like e-learning, hands-on experience, self-paced, interactive, practical application, and continuous learning. Instead of "online training is convenient," use "digital learning platforms offer unprecedented flexibility." Replace "in-person is better for learning" with "classroom-based training promotes active engagement." Use comparative structures to show CLB 10+ grammar. Online training is considerably more cost-effective than sending employees to external workshops, making it the more practical option for the organization. Further, use correlative conjunctions to make your writing more advanced. Not only does online training reduce travel expenses, but it also allows employees to learn at their own pace without disrupting their regular responsibilities. You can also use noun clauses to express opinions. I firmly believe that internal training programs, which leverage existing organizational expertise, represent the most efficient use of company resources. Topic number 6 is the Office Policies and Rules Survey. Here you might be asked whether the company should implement a casual dress code versus a formal dress code, or allow phone use at work versus impose restrictions. Another topic might be whether the company should establish open office rules versus designated quiet zones. Key vocabulary includes professional appearance, corporate image, employee comfort, and concentration. Instead of writing, casual clothes are more comfortable, use more professional language like relaxed attire promotes employee well-being. Replace phones distract people with implementing reasonable technology guidelines would enhance overall productivity. For grammar, use modal verbs of recommendation. The company should consider establishing designated quiet zones, where employees requiring deep concentration can work without interruption. Additionally, concessive clauses show the CELPIP examiners that you have a broad range of grammar. Even though a formal dress code projects a polished corporate image, employees who are permitted to dress comfortably often demonstrate improved morale and creativity. Another effective technique is using conditional sentences with varied tenses. Had the open office concept been combined with quiet zones from the beginning, many current productivity issues could have been avoided. By the way, if you want this channel to keep going, write yes in the comments, click like and subscribe. We only make videos that you actually want to watch. Now, let's continue with 4 more topics you must know to write a high-scoring email in CELPIP writing. Topic number 7 is the Benefits and Compensation Choices Survey. Your company might ask employees to choose between a higher salary versus better benefits, extra vacation days versus a cash bonus, or enhanced health benefits versus retirement contributions. Essential vocabulary includes compensation package, financial security, long-term investment, immediate gratification, retirement planning, and holistic well-being. Don't simply write more money is better. Instead, use more sophisticated alternatives like a competitive salary reflects fair recognition of employee contributions. Replace benefits are important with non-monetary compensation contributes significantly to overall quality of life. Use result clauses to present compelling arguments. Healthcare costs have risen so dramatically that comprehensive medical coverage has become more valuable than modest salary increases. You can also use conditional sentences to discuss hypothetical scenarios. If the company were to offer enhanced retirement contributions, employees would be more likely to envision long-term careers within the organization. Topic number 8 is the Use of Company Resources Survey. These questions might ask whether the company should invest in new software tools versus maintaining current systems, or upgrade equipment versus saving money. Crucial vocabulary includes operational efficiency, technological advancement, cost effectiveness, resource allocation, infrastructure investment, and competitive advantage. Instead of writing new software would help, use more professional language like implementing updated systems would streamline workflow processes. Replace saving money is important with prudent financial management ensures organizational sustainability. Moreover, use purpose clauses to strengthen your argument. In order to maintain competitiveness within our industry, the company should allocate sufficient resources toward technological modernization. Don't forget that mixed conditionals show that you know advanced grammar. For instance, if the organization had invested in updated software earlier, we would not be facing these productivity challenges today. You can also use quantifiers and specific examples. A substantial proportion of daily working hours is currently wasted on manual processes that could be automated with appropriate software investments. Topic number 9 is the Community or Local Decision Survey. You might be asked whether local government should fund community programs versus infrastructure improvements, or host local events versus reduce noise and traffic disruption. Essential vocabulary includes community engagement, municipal resources, civic participation, public amenities, neighborhood cohesion. Instead of simply saying community programs help people, Use more sophisticated language like community initiatives foster social cohesion among residents. Replace infrastructure is needed with modernized facilities, enhance residents' quality of life. Further, use complex comparisons to demonstrate CLB 10+ writing. While infrastructure improvements provide tangible physical benefits, community programs address equally important social needs that cannot be met through construction alone. Remember to use relative clauses to make your writing more advanced. Local events which bring together residents from various backgrounds create opportunities for meaningful connections that strengthen neighborhood identity. Topic number 10 is the Personal Time Management Choices Survey. For example, you might be asked whether employees prefer longer breaks versus shorter workdays, or eating lunch at work versus flexible lunch hours. Key vocabulary includes work-life balance, schedule autonomy, personal obligations, and compensatory time. Instead of writing, longer breaks are nice. Use more professional alternatives like adequate break time enables employees to return to their tasks with renewed focus. Don't simply write, "I want overtime pay." Instead, try this. Financial remuneration for overtime offers immediate, measurable value. Additionally, use reason clauses to explain your preference. I prefer flexible lunch hours because rigid scheduling fails to accommodate the diverse personal circumstances of a modern workforce. That's it. That's 10 topics you must know to write a high-scoring survey response in CELPIP Writing Task 2. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you're notified when the next video comes out. Also, share this video with your friends so they can improve their CELPIP score too. See you in the next video!